everyone. It's April 10th and we're here in the back atrium at Balleks Garden Center. And today I would like to encourage you to grow more plants for food. Plants for harvest, plants for health, and plants for happiness. And it's a great time of year because all of the herbs and the vegetables and the perennials are starting to come up. And finally, the weather is getting warm. We've had a little bit of up and down temperature this spring, where we had 85 2 weeks ago and then 25 just last night. But the plants seem to deal with it, and as long as we can understand what they need, we can grow all of these wonderful things. Now, I'm trying to encourage all of our customers to grow at least one edible crop this year for many reasons. One is that we can lighten our carbon footprint on the earth by not having things shipped so far. Michael Pollan will tell you that the average head of lettuce travels 2,500 miles to get to the average household. And so when we talk to our second grade groups, we educate them and we send them all home with something edible that they can grow in their garden. So here we are in early spring, and the temperature is still quite cool. So the things that can be planted outside now are things like this wonderful mesclun mix, which has a mixture of kale and lettuce and beets and mustard. And particularly this time of year, we have a craving, and our bodies have a craving, for the healthful effect of having those wonderful greens. The flavor is very intense, and you don't seem to need as much when you have that wonderful flavor. The nutrient value is very high in young salad mixes. We can also start beets or carrots. You can still start seed inside to plant outside, but you can also plant these seedlings, which were started about a month ago, to get a head start on the season. If you happen to get a few cold nights, it's a good idea to just cover these young seedlings with row cover or something that's going to protect them from temperatures below freezing. But we also are lucky enough to grow a whole range of different varieties that are perhaps unusual to the typical palate. We grow bok choy, we grow leeks, we grow onions, we grow asparagus and rhubarb and strawberries. This time of year you can grow all of those things, plant them outside. And so I encourage you all to think about growing things that can be used in the harvest. I also am trying to encourage our customers to think about growing things for health. And by this I mean not just the nitrogen or the protein or the carbohydrates that you need in your foods, but there's also the wonderful healing benefits of the sort of almost mystical qualities of herbs. This, for instance, is stevia, which has that wonderful sweet flavor. It's used as a natural flavor substitute for sugar. Very sweet. And I love using that in the garden. It's got a very, very almost medicinal flavor to it, but it has a lot of other benefits other than the sweetening agent. We also grow golden oregano, which is beautiful too, and you can use that in combination pots, as well as the regular Greek oregano and a lot of other varieties. We have sage, which is a wonderful digestive aid. Many herbs are digestive aids, by the way, so it helps you get all the nutrients that you're looking to get from your foods. Coriander is one of the best plants to use as a liver detox agent, and it also tastes wonderful if you mix it up in your guacamole dip. Then we have all of I think we have 20 different kinds of mint. Mint is one of those really fast-growing perennial herbs, so you may want to limit it in your garden so it doesn't get too wild. But using that mint in your smoothies, I put mint in the smoothies all through the summer months, and it gives you that cool little bite. This one happens to be called Eau de Cologne. This one is a variegated pineapple mint. They're all wonderful additives to your food that gives you the healthful benefits as well as the flavor. Thyme is also wonderful. This one happens to be lemon thyme, which is wonderful in fish or chicken. Imagine that you love the flavor of thyme, but to have that lemon thyme is just a wonderful additional additive. And then there's, of course, the ones that can be made into tea. Of course, mint can be made into tea as well as being put in your smoothies or in your jams. This is chamomile, very sweet scent. And of course, chamomile tea is one of those plants that is used to help as a sleep aid. So all of these things, all of these herbs, we grow a little over 300 different kinds of herbs, and we grow a huge array of vegetable plants, and we also offer the seed variety, so that you can grow a huge array of things in your garden and have things that you know what is put in your food. You can grow things organically and know that it doesn't have any additives that you don't want to have in your diet. A couple of unusual things I like to mention too. This one happens to be one of the red leaf sorrels. This is a perennial that has a lemon flavor, and those of you who have had potato soup with sorrel in it, which gives you that little light lemon flavor, is wonderful. It's a beautiful plant too. So we've talked about plants for health and plants for harvest, and I just do want to mention that there also is plants for happiness, and that is given the fact that you can grow all of these plants to make you feel better, and they're also just exceptionally beautiful. We have a tower here of one of our mixes of Swiss chard and lettuce and kale and bok choy and a bunch of other microgreens that we put in this, and it is, I think, a very pretty element to the garden as well as producing this wonderful edible food.